notification on here. I'm not sure what this is about. Give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah, it's just saying something about uh, moderation, having a monitor, stuff like that. I don't think we need any of that right now. So I am live from Martinsburg, West Virginia. Sign tells you there. Going to War Memorial Park. Straight down that way. I had no clue I was that close. I didn't even know I was this close to the Masonic Temple. Hmm, interesting. Yeah, so here we are again. It's been a long time since I went live. I keep saying I'm gonna do it, then it doesn't happen, this and that, and I know that's why a lot of people sometimes don't follow. I know exactly what is supposed to be done, but life happens all the time, so it kind of is what it is. Today, basically, I just wanted to show you what the property kind of looks like in Martinsburg. Um, pretty nice, pretty nice. Um, it's not the cheapest place in West Virginia, in my opinion. It is most definitely the more expensive part of West Virginia. But here is the eastern panhandle of West Virginia, so which means we are close to Virginia, Maryland, and Pennsylvania. Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, we're close to. Winchester, Virginia, we're close to. And Hagerstown, Maryland, we're close to. So, not that far from Washington, D.C., about an hour and a half from Washington, D.C., about an hour and a half from Baltimore. It is 3 hours, 3 hours and a half from um, 3 hours and a half from Philadelphia. It's about a little bit under 4 hours from here to New York City. And going back to the Midwest, we're about 2 hours and 20 minutes from Morgantown, West Virginia, the party city of West Virginia. And going back towards Ohio, we are about 3 hours, 3.5 hours from Ohio. So that is kind of why I kind of like it here, is because within 3.5 hours, between two and a half, 3.5 hours, you could be in a lot of places, and the cost of living here is still a little bit lower, even though it is one of the most expensive parts of West Virginia. As you can see, it's busy. It's not what they try to show you that it is on the news, etc. And you wouldn't probably know that unless you took the trip and come to find out. Look at that pretty tree. Look at these houses. It is not what people outside of the area might want you to believe. How you doing? All right. So as you can see, people are very friendly. That's one part that I like about it. It's still, and in my opinion, you know, it's going through some things. This this past week has been rough. Car broke down. Don't know nobody here. New. Don't know anyone. I've been meeting people as I go, but I can say that for the most part, if I was probably anywhere else in West Virginia or anywhere else in other places, people probably wouldn't have helped me out the way that they have in this part of West Virginia. So yeah, look at this. It's a nice house. You know, probably a house like that. This house probably is probably like 300, 400 maybe. House like that somewhere else, you're talking millions. New York City, forget about it. Forget about it. Any of these houses you see over here in New York City, forget about it. You're talking millions. Easy 1 to 2 million. You know? So clean. See the streets is clean. I don't know what's going on with that. You see the streets is clean. I don't think I ever seen a traffic light like that though. I walked down, wasn't paying attention to it the first time with Jesus. That traffic light. But yeah, look at that. Clean. So again, I could do a little bit of research. I can try to figure out what are these properties going for here. But like I said, in my best opinion, I am going to say these houses on this particular street, probably three in the three to 400. I'm going to say some side like that house is a little bit small, you know. But yeah, it's been a while. I hope everybody's doing good. Um, it's springtime now, so I'm outside again. I hate the cold. Still looking to be a snowbird when I grow up. I would like to have something somewhere warm um, for the winter, especially brings me more content. And that's another thing. When I get done with the video, I will put some links to my other YouTube pages because this was, it started off how it started off, but I kind of wanted to keep this for nighttime stuff, nightlife plug, clubs, all of that. But I'm getting to that age now, it's like, all that type of stuff. It's like it's different for me now. It's like when I started the page some years ago, that's what it was about. It's about nightlife, all of that. But my nightlife today is different from my nightlife yesterday. You know, you get older, you get a little bit more mature, start to learn some things, and a lot of things when you're younger, when you get older, it's just not that important anymore. So, what's important right now to most people is financial stuff, the economy, you know, these houses, the economy, learning more stuff, learning how to be more self-sufficient. That's what when you get to a certain age, that's what you care about. You don't care about partying and stuff like that, you know. So the other channels is more um, based off of that. Outside AJ the Traveler, it's my travel channel now. I just got back from the one of the coolest places that I have seen in a very long time. I'm not gonna lie to you. Has a lot of history, a lot of art, and I'll be posting photos and stuff like that. And the other channel is Blockchain AJ TV. You got to go over there. I need some of y'all to go over there because I want to educate. I want to teach you about money, especially crypto, AI, all that different stuff. I can't go live over there because I don't have enough subscribers over there. So either one of them, the Traveler channel, outside AJ, the Traveler. I don't have it. It's brand new. I might got about three people so far. I haven't been promoting it too much, but this type of stuff that I'm doing right now should be not on this channel, but it is a part. It's getting dark. It is a part. And I'll figure out the nightlife stuff for y'all. Because a lot of y'all, you know, um, when you're traveling, you need a hotel, you want to go, you want to know where to go to eat. So this is the roughest part. I did this on the way down. Gotta walk on this grass. So yeah. I see some comments now. I guess I'll start reading some comments. Give me 1 second. Hi to you. I'm gonna like it. Wave hi. I can't do it right now. I love animals. How you doing? Look at that house. Like some George Washington stuff. 1501. I'll walk in the street a little bit. What else we got? Groovy B. I see they. That's about it. Groovy B again. You're going to your house? Nah, I'm not going to my house. I don't live out here just yet. I'm still traveling. And that's another thing. It's kind of hard out here because you have a lot of people that's starting to commute here from DC and Baltimore. Finding anything out here right now, they constantly building. There's a lot of development going on out here, constantly building. So it's a little bit difficult. It's not as easy. We came out here one way. Um, and like I said, I kind of like it. But when I first moved to West Virginia, I believe I moved here the wrong way. Sorry for all the noise. Hold on 1 second. A lot of cars. I can't even hear myself. That house. Yeah, I think I came out here the wrong way. I wouldn't recommend anyone if you're in a position to if you're thinking about it, you're in a position to move. I wouldn't recommend renting anything for sure out here because the culture, the landlord culture, if you watch some videos before, the landlord culture out here is just different. They don't respect their tenants like that out here. Which if you're an investor, it's good because you get you some property and you want to rent it out and you know how you treat your tenants with love and respect. You understand certain things about being a tenant because probably you was a tenant before. It might be all good for you, but I wouldn't recommend it. So you gotta pick your poison when you're coming out here, either Airbnb or a hotel, something like that. You gotta pick your poison. Neither one of them you probably want to do, but until you got to figure it out, that's what you got. I wouldn't recommend doing nothing long term. I don't care how nice it look. I'll get into that one day about my full experience as a whole. It's been 5 years, going on 6 years here in West Virginia, and so I got a lot of stuff to talk about. I just ain't get there yet. I'm still on the journey. Look at that. So those houses. Yeah. Yeah, so tell me what you think in the comments. What do you think? Is this nice to you? Is this like, would you live here? You know, right here down the streets, you can see we got sheep. If you're not familiar with that, it's like a chain of convenience stores with gas stations. Some of them have electric Tesla charging. They partner with Tesla to put charging stations in their gas station. I think Sheets just opened one up. It's kind of a big deal for them in Alaska. So yeah, nice day out. Nice day for a walk. Not 100% sure what's the degrees here. I think earlier it was in the 80s, um, which is great for being over here. This part of Virginia, West Virginia, is closer to the East Coast, like I said, very close to Washington, D.C., which worries me a little bit. That's kind of why back in 2020, decided to move kind of far away from DC as possible, just in case there's a time like today with Iran and all that stuff, you know? So, I mean, that's the radio station there. Um, yeah, you live and you learn, So you got to take Take what you can get. I gotta cross the street. Hold on. You gotta pay attention. One second. This is Foxcroft, in case you're wondering. It's Foxcroft Avenue, I believe. It's like one of the main streets here in Martinsburg, shopping areas. I think I got it. Yeah, I got it. Hurry up. Yeah, this is one of the main shopping streets, shopping avenues. And there's the hotels. Not too far of a walk. If you're interested, they got some available space. If you're interested. Yeah. So don't believe what they tell you about West Virginia. I'm here, literally. I am right here. I don't know why, all the rumors before, people from West Virginia don't really even know for the most part what's being said about them. They just live their life, you know. I don't know if it's a thing. If you look back on history, you know, West Virginia used to be a part of Virginia, and then West Virginia had a different way of thinking than Virginia, and then they decided that they wasn't going to be Virginia no more. Look at the gun laws right now. If you're into that, right now Virginia, Commonwealth state, got a problem with the gun. They got a problem with everything. Commonwealth, they got a problem with everything. West Virginia is like, nah, you got the right to protect yourself here. They're not worried about your guns. They ain't worried about none of that. As long as you do what you're supposed to do here, you straight. You're all right. You know. And the cost of living, they ain't worried about boosting up no. This area is different. Like I said, they trying to capitalize over here off of. So it's a little bit more expensive for locals um, than what they used to. Definitely more expensive than most of the parts of West Virginia that I've been in. Um, but then it's a little bit cheaper than if you was to buy a house or rent a house or apartment, whatever, in Washington D.C. or Baltimore. A lot safer than both of those cities. I don't care what Trump talking about. I'm here. I watch the news every day. It's in my algorithm. I know what's going on in D.C. It's still not safe. Don't believe it. You know. I mean, kinda. You're doing what you do, minding your own business, but you still gotta pay attention to your surroundings and your environment and all that stuff. So, but here we are. You got Fairfax. Oh, got a bug. That's another thing. A bug. Jesus Christ. Bug got on me. Fairfield by Marriott Holiday Inn. And then I'm going to show you this hotel over here. So you got three, one, two, three, and you got the Red Roof Inn, just all within this little thing right here. And then there's more shopping that way. It's a whole couple plazas down there, Walmart, walking distance. You could literally come here, rent you a room. You got a plaza right here. And then I'm gonna show you a little bit of the plaza, then I'm gonna hang up. You're not knowing where I'm going at. I'm not telling you. It's none you. Hold on, let me show you this other little plaza thing. It's Vikings Way Plaza. Got a Japanese steakhouse. Uh, that's all the food on this side. Then you got a Mexican restaurant over there. You got BP, which is Rocks. It's like a chain of gas stations here in West Virginia. Rocks. They sell some of them. Had some decent chicken from them, but then you got Sheets right in the back of that building. You got Burger King. You can barely see it right there. Let's see. Let's see. That building there used to be Pizza Hut. Let me see what you can. That looks like Burger King right there. So you got food, you know, place to stay. Two, one, two, three. And if you want to join the army, it's a place for you to join the army here if you want to. Okay, with that said, peace and blessings. Um, expect to see more of me. And make sure you go over to the other channels, Outside AJ the Traveler, and Blockchain AJ TV. if you're interested in learning about finance, if you're interested in travel, outside data traveler. But that's it. Peace and blessings. I am out. See y'all next time. I'll be keeping in touch now. Peace.